Stop everything. What I'm about to reveal will shake the NFL to its core. An event so explosive, so secretive, it could rewrite the entire landscape of this offseason. This isn't just a rumor. This is a phenomenon in the making, a clandestine move that's been hidden right under our noses. But now I'm here to expose the truth, and trust me, the stakes couldn't be higher. You think you've seen drama? Think again. Because what's happening behind closed doors right now isn't just an ordinary trade talk. It's a full-blown, high-stakes chess game involving the biggest names in the league. A power play that could carve a champion out of thin air. And here's the kicker. My sources, rock solid inside NFL circles, just confirmed something huge is happening. Something players, coaches, and even team owners haven't even begun to process. A secret so well guarded that even the most plugged-in insiders are still trying to piece it all together. But I got the details. I've got the inside scoop. And trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. Now I need you to do one thing: subscribe right now, smash that like button, hit the bell, because what I'm about to drop will blow your mind. And if you're really serious, if you want to see the truth behind the madness, stay tuned. Because this isn't just a story. This is the story of the NFL's most explosive offseason in decades. The difference between knowing and being left in the dark is just one click, so don't blink, or you might miss the truth that could turn the league upside down. For months, the Cleveland Browns have been living in a state of chaos. Todd Monken, their new head coach, inheriting a roster that's got star power but badly needs a jolt, a shot of adrenaline. The Browns' front office, led by owner Jimmy Haslam, has been poring over every film, every match, every possible trade scenario. Their mission: to finally build a roster that can compete with the best, a roster that can not only reach the playoffs but finally bring a Super Bowl home to Cleveland. But what's missing? The answer is simple: a reliable, dominant interior presence on the offensive line. They've had some decent options, sure, but nothing that screams elite. Their biggest hole was at center, someone who can anchor the line, call protections, and be a true leader in the trenches. They tried a few rough patches this season: injuries, inconsistent play, missed blocks. That's why their scouting department has been working undercover, traveling incognito, making secret visits to NFL cities, all while battling rivals who are desperate to snatch this player away first. There were encrypted calls with agents late into the night, clandestine meetings in unmarked locations, every move shrouded in secrecy. The Browns' management was pulling out all stops, and then they found HIM, the piece they've been desperately searching for, something that could change everything. But let me tell you, this isn't just about the Browns wanting the player. There's a lot more at stake. Other teams are lurking, trying to block this deal, throwing huge offers, and even threatening the player himself. The NFL world is buzzing with rumors that rival franchises are mobilizing their intense lobbying efforts. This move could trigger a ripple effect through the league. Now picture this: a player who's been quietly building his reputation, someone with a story so compelling, so powerful, that insiders consider him a game changer. And no, I'm not talking about your typical journeyman. This is someone with a proven track record, someone who can come in and immediately elevate any offense he joins. And the player we're talking about, Lloyd Cushenberry III. Yes, Lloyd Cushenberry III, an NFL center currently on the Buffalo Bills. You heard that right. The very same Lloyd Cushenberry who's been flying under the radar, but whose potential and impact are about to explode onto the scene in ways no one anticipated. The player whose name might just be the most talked about in NFL circles come next week. Lloyd Cushenberry, Roman III, 28 years old, 64, 315 pounds, a product of LSU's legendary football program. He's a true interior warrior, explosive at the snap, an outstanding run blocker, and a master of line calls. His size alone makes him a formidable presence, but it's his intelligence and leadership that set him apart. He's been through the fire in Denver, battled injuries, and still managed to rack up 57 starts with the Broncos. Then he moved to Tennessee, where he started 23 games over 2 seasons, showing resilience and proving his durability when healthy. And now, with a fresh contract signing with Buffalo on March 26, 2026, for just 1 year, Lloyd finds himself at a crossroads. He's coming off a challenging injury, yes, but insiders say he's nearing full health, his explosiveness returning, his technique sharper than ever. And Cleveland, they see in him exactly what they need: a true cornerstone for the future, a player who can anchor their line and enable their young quarterback to flourish. What makes Cushenberry so perfect for Cleveland? It's simple. The Browns have invested heavily in their offensive line, draft picks, free agent signings, but haven't yet found that elite piece, the one who commands respect in the trenches. Cushenberry's film speaks volumes. He's a technique master, a player who thrives in tight spaces, who can pick up blitzes faster than most, and who elevates everyone around him. His pass protection, solid. His run blocking, dominant. His leadership, unquestioned. His trajectory, still ascending. And here's the kicker. Sources close to the situation reveal that the Browns are willing to make a splash that could redefine their franchise's future. They're prepared to offer a trade package that includes future draft picks and possibly a player or two to sweeten the deal. Why? Because in Cleveland, they see this as the final piece that turns their potential into reality. An anomaly, a game winner at the most vital position, who could make the difference between mediocrity and some long-awaited greatness. What's even more shocking, the interest isn't only from Cleveland. Rumors indicate that teams like Miami, the Jets, and even Kansas City have shown interest, trying to get their hands on Cushenberry before Cleveland pulls the trigger. The league is watching. Insiders whisper about a bidding war that could skyrocket his value. But Cleveland, they're absolutely confident. They see this as their moment, a chance to seize a player who could be their anchor for the next decade. And let's talk about the behind-the-scenes drama. The NFL's most influential figures have already begun whispering about this potential blockbuster. The league's top executives, talent evaluators, and even some of the most respected analysts have been quoted praising Cushenberry's game, calling him one of the most overlooked assets in the league, a future All-Pro, and the next cornerstone of a championship-caliber line. In fact, NFL Insider reports reveal that the Browns' general manager, working in the shadows of the league's power brokers, has been secretly orchestrating this entire move. A genius mastermind, an architect of dreams, who's been studying film, analyzing salary cap implications, and plotting a way to pull off a deal that would send shockwaves throughout the NFL universe. The Browns' coaching staff, led by Todd Monken, is reportedly ecstatic at the prospect. They see Cushenberry as a perfect fit, someone who can unlock the full potential of their offense, empower their young quarterback, and give Cleveland one of the most formidable offensive lines in recent memory. The emotion, uncontrollable excitement. The expression, glowing. Because deep down, they know this move could be the catalyst for a new era, a legacy-defining moment. What about finances? The deal is complicated, but insiders speculate Cushenberry's market value, considering his age, talent, and potential, could be around $10 million to $12 million annually. Short-term, high impact, with bonuses that could include performance incentives like Pro Bowl appearances, playoff wins, and even Super Bowl MVP clauses. Negotiations are ongoing, but the league whispers that Cleveland is prepared to break the bank for this guy, making him a linchpin on their roster. And the fit, perfect. Cushenberry excels in zone blocks, excels at quick snaps, and would immediately become the heartbeat of Cleveland's offense. His leadership qualities are evident, always calling protections, communicating with the line, and setting the tone for this new era. Imagine him in the middle of that line, orchestrating plays, rallying the troops, and carving the way for the next great Browns era. In terms of scheme, Cushenberry's skill set aligns seamlessly with Cleveland's philosophy, power running, quick passes, and a balanced attack. His presence would light a fire under their run game, open up lanes for the backs, and create a fortress for their quarterback to operate. The ripple effect, immediate. The boost in confidence, palpable. The offensive line's cohesion, elevating to championship levels. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. Cleveland is sending a message to the entire league. We're here to dominate, we're here to contend for titles, and we're willing to go all in for greatness. And Cushenberry. He's the missing piece, an elite, proven, fierce competitor ready to carve his legacy in the NFL Hall of Fame. Now, as I wrap this up, ask yourself, could this be the most significant move of this offseason? Could this deal ignite a chain reaction that reshapes power dynamics across the league? The next 48 hours will be critical. Inside sources say an announcement could drop at any moment. The NFL's landscape is about to shift, and Cleveland might just be the team that rewrites the rules. So, stay alert. Subscribe now, turn on those notifications, and be prepared for what's coming because this story is far from over. The league is watching. The league is changing. And Lloyd Cushenberry, yes, the very player you heard right here, might just be about to make history. Remember this day. Because when the dust settles, we'll look back and ask, did Cleveland just make the move that defined an era? The answer is coming soon, and trust me, it's going to be unforgettable.